home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers' offense will have the football first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine really in this game offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to scat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people are really excited to see how he plays in this one.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
And the incomplete pass it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. The give to the back. Finds a little space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Using his feet to buy time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He's going to... Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense cashing it in on that drive. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Creates a little room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. A nice play early in this football game.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Gets some yardage and gets down. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Might as well give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half, and they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
They'll run for it. Open space at the 25. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out the... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
A That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien.
And that ball's free behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
That's caught. It's Alexis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Badgers are on the move. He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Badgers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take the half. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved. And I'm a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Badger. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's up to 81 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. This time on target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Makes a pass to Marker. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Running through contact. Throwing the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yard. He splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. stopped a terrific run after the catch. The Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. To the air on 2nd down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Complete in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barmore. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be brought down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 30. Finds some room. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. On the ground with the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it.
Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. There he goes! Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the
think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Works the middle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Jukes his way for more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. He'll pull it on the read. Look out, he's got room.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He's got the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll sneak it. Touchdown, Badger! They move on top here in the fourth.
That's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open.
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to defend the field position with the return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for an open area to his left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dances away to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a one-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough left in the tank for one more?
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Badgers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean,